Percy rounded the bend. The pipe slipped and fell all over the track, but Percy puffed on. Percy thought he had delivered the pipes, so he chuffed away to his next job. Percy was to take some tar wagons to the workmen mending the roads. "Be careful," said his driver. "Tar is sticky stuff." But Percy wasn't being careful. He was going too fast. Percy charged down Gordon's Hill. He didn't see Gordon and the express until it was too late. The brake van passed Gordon, but the tar wagons didn't. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Gordon was very cross.
"Now look what you've done," he wheezed. "What will Sir Topham Hatt say?"
Percy thought he knew. "Oh no," he cried. "I'm sure to be scrapped now." And so Percy decided to run away. Harvey was clearing away the tar wagons when Sir Topham Hatt arrived aboard Thomas. "Where is Percy?" he said. "He has caused confusion and delay." Gordon didn't know.
He just left very quickly, sir."
"He heard you at the shed, sir," said Thomas. "He thought you were sending him to be scrapped." "I think I need a word with Percy," said Sir Topham Hatt. "You must all help me find him." And so everyone looked for Percy. They searched high, and they searched low. They looked to and fro, but they couldn't see Percy anywhere. "What's to become of me?" Percy whispered. But there was no one around to hear. Percy looked very small and felt very lonely. Thomas and Sir Topham Hatt were looking for Percy on Thomas's branch line. Thomas suddenly had an idea. "I think I know where Percy is, sir." And he puffed back to Tidmouth Sheds as fast as he could. The sheds were very quiet as Thomas rolled into the engine berths. "Percy," called Sir Topham Hatt, "are you there?" "Please don't scrap me, sir," he said. "I didn't mean to be late or cause trouble." "Scrap you?" boomed Sir Topham Hatt. "Why, the very thought of it." And Sir Topham Hatt told Percy what he had really said. "I told your driver you had been working too hard, and that was why you were late. I had decided that after taking some scrap to the smelters, you were to carry the mail all week." Percy was as happy as he had ever been. "Do you really mean it, sir?" puffed Percy proudly. "The mail for a whole week! Thank you, sir!" Percy couldn't stop himself tooting for joy. Thomas tooted too. It was good to have his friend back. So Percy carried the mail all week. He wasn't late, and he didn't make a mistake, not one. And Percy decided never to listen to silly stories ever again, especially not ones made up by himself. Every engine on the island of Sodor looks different. Can you tell who this is? This engine has a tall funnel and a sparkly, shiny dome. What else can we see on this engine? It's the number 5. Do you know which engine on Sodor is number 5? Here's another clue. This engine is bright and shiny and red. There's only one engine on Sodor who is red. Do you know who it is? That's right, it's James. Hello, James. Emily must go to Kronk Station, but she has never been there before. Thomas tells her about all the wonderful things she's going to see. First of all, said Thomas, you go through Knapford Station. Then you puff past the old lighthouse and cross over the iron bridge. I wonder if Emily can remember all those places. Through Knapford Station, past the lighthouse, over the iron bridge. Then Thomas tells Emily about even more places. You chuff up Gordon's Hill, into the castle tunnel, puff past the church, and steam through the Green Valley. Then you arrive at Kronk Station. Emily is ready to leave. Can you remember where she is going? First, Emily steams through Knapford Station. Then she passes the old lighthouse. Was it over or under the iron bridge? That's right, over the iron bridge. Then she puffs up Gordon's Hill. Then into the castle tunnel. Where is it next? Past the church. Yes, that's right. Then Emily goes through the valley and arrives at Kronk Station. Did you remember all those places Emily passed? Emily did. Well done, Emily. And well done, Thomas. It was a sunny day on the island of Sodor, and all the engines were working hard. Gordon was feeling very excited.
Morning, Thomas. I look my best, and you know why?
Why?
Because the Duke and Duchess are visiting. Sir Topham Hatt will be choosing me as their special engine.
Pah, puffed Thomas. After Gordon had been washed and polished, he rushed away to meet the visitors. But a signal diverted Gordon into a siding. He was very upset.
I'm going to be late,
he muttered. A huge engine rocketed by.
Steaming pistons, who's that?
Gordon soon found out. When he arrived at the shed, the huge engine was humming quietly.
Who are you?
This is Spencer. He's the fastest engine in the world.
Huh.
But secretly, Gordon was impressed. I'm the Duke and Duchess's private engine. I take them everywhere. There will be a party for the Duke and Duchess at Marin Station. That's far away over Gordon's Hill.
You'll need to take on plenty of water,
muttered Gordon. I have plenty of water, wheezed Spencer, and he raced away.
I was only trying to be useful,
grunted Gordon. Spencer showed the Duke and Duchess many beautiful places. But he never once stopped to take on more water. Gordon and Thomas were collecting passengers when Spencer raced through on his way to the party.
Don't forget the water!
Who cares? He'll be in trouble soon, sighed Thomas. And Spencer was. He ran out of water on Gordon's Hill. Why didn't I listen? So Topham Hatt soon heard the news. "I'll send Gordon," he boomed. When Gordon arrived, the station master was waiting. "You need to rescue Spencer. He's stuck on the hill." "Hurry, Gordon," said his driver. Gordon was looking forward to seeing Spencer.
Run out of water?
He teased. "Yes," snapped Spencer. "I must have a leaky tank."
Perhaps,
Smiled Gordon.
but we better hurry. Everyone is waiting.
Gordon switched to Spencer's line and was coupled up. Then they set off.
See?
Said Gordon.
We're right on time.
But Spencer was embarrassed. "So what do you think of Spencer now?" Thomas whispered. "Too much puff and not enough steam." "Well done, Gordon," said Sir Topham Hatt. "You are the fastest engine on Sodor."
I know that.
Muttered Gordon. Percy is ready to leave the station. He's busting his buffers with excitement. What's Percy pulling today? Percy pulls out of the station pulling passengers. Percy pulls out of the station pulling passengers and pineapples. Now Percy pulls out of the station pulling passengers, pineapples, and a piano. Can you remember what Percy is pulling? Percy pulls out of the station pulling passengers, pineapples, and a piano. I wonder what's next. Percy pulls out of the station pulling passengers, pineapples, a piano, and presents. Can you still remember all the things Percy was pulling? Let's see. Percy pulls out of the station pulling passengers, pineapples, a piano, and presents. Can you guess where Percy is going? Percy is puffing his way to a party. Winter was coming to the island of Sodor. The morning ground was covered in crisp white frost. Thomas and Emily were happily chuffing up and down the line. Thomas was enjoying pulling Annie and Clarabelle. He thought he was doing a grand job. But Emily had other ideas. She thought he could be doing an even grander job. So Emily decided to help Thomas by telling him what he was doing wrong. When she saw him puffing down the branch line, she cried out, "Slow down! You're going too fast and bumping your passengers." Later, Emily saw Thomas by a bridge. He had stopped to take on water and was talking to some children. "Stop talking to the children," said Emily. "You are working and they will make you late." "I'm never late," said Thomas huffily. "There's always a first time," said Emily cheerfully, and she puffed away. Thomas was cross. He loved talking to children and thought Emily was being a big bossy Buffers. Annie and Clarabelle agreed. I am never going to listen to Emily ever again, said Thomas. So there. The next morning, a sleepy Thomas had to leave Tidmouth Sheds bright and early. He was to collect some freight cars from the quarry and take them to the docks. Later that morning, Sir Topham Hatt arrived with a new weather report. There is snow on the way. You must all have your snowplows fitted. Excuse me, sir, said Emily, but Thomas has already left for the quarry. Then you must find Thomas and tell him Sir Topham Hatt wants him to wear his snowplow. So Emily puffed away to get her snowplow fitted. The workman fixed Emily's snowplow on in no time at all, and she set off to find Thomas. Emily was very happy. She was looking forward to telling him what to do. Thomas was taking on water at Maithwaite Station. Emily puffed up in front of him. She blew her whistle, but Thomas didn't say hello. She just wants to boss me again, grouched Thomas. Thomas, she called, you must go and get your snowplow fitted. Thomas could hear what Emily was saying, but pretended he couldn't. He thought he was being very clever.